Inshallah, we shall destroy the United States.
Inshallah,
Inshallah.
inshallah, inshallah.
I
Okay.
paid, brother.
So yeah, be quiet. So racism is a
I can bet
oppressive.
that both of you don't have a fully functioning
So,
brain
okay.
yet.
So yeah, can you
No,
define?
I get
So
too much brain damage
Ram,
from you guys.
can you
Like,
like define?
I love doing this to the host because I know that he's a child. I
Okay,
know that he doesn't have the functional capability
Can
to
you
do these
I
debates.
mean,
can you
dude,
do?
he's smarter than most of MAGA. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay,
Like, he
annoying. Just
mugs
be
for the
quiet. Be
Euros.
quiet. Be quiet. Yeah, can you define racism? Like, well, can you define that for me?
I can define. Oh, racism. Yeah. So funny thing, racism is uh, your frontal lobe isn't fully formed. Yeah, I can't get over that shit. And you're trying to hold these conversations,
Oh, you're trolling, bro. Okay.
bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. All
Okay.
right. Uh,
Okay.
what's your question, bro? I'm sorry.
Okay. Good try. Good try. Okay, get down. Counter Warrior, what's up? What's your prompt you disagree with?
Or you prompt, how you doing? Islam is not going to destroy the U.S. Well, they would like to supplant our constitution, wouldn't they? Have I got that wrong?
They would like, what's your evidence that people who are
Speaking
Islamic
to the
like in the
Muslims
U.S.
I
are trying to do
know,
that? Yeah,
I
who are
have
in the
no
U.S. right now.
Muslims. I have no Muslims for more than 50 years, and Sharia is a topic that comes up in a conversation. And Sharia seeks to be the ultimate law because it's the true law. I don't know why you have a problem with that. You know, that's
Well,
the
like,
fact of the matter.
okay, so you're saying
You're not a Muslim, are you? Are you a
no, I'm
Muslim?
not Muslim. So what you're saying?
Inshallah.
I'm sorry.
So
No,
what you're
okay,
saying is
but
that in the Quran it says that like Sharia law is the one true law. So therefore, people who believe in Islam and therefore the Quran
they tell
want
me
to
that's what
subvert
they
the
want. They tell me
Constitution.
that. I don't like it. I work for this family from
Who?
Afghanistan. I work for a family from Afghanistan. They're
So
all
okay,
Muslims.
so you're using
What proves it?
individual
You're
experience. Oh,
interrupting me, sir.
got
Are
it.
you interested in an exchange or
Huh?
not?
Well,
They were
you're using
imprisoned by
individual experience to try
communists.
and prove a systemic point. So I'm not gonna let you
Excuse
use that.
me, they were Muslims. They told me
I don't
that there are
care.
Sharia people. Oh, you don't care if Muslims
Yeah,
tell me that there are Sharia people.
I've talked to some Christians who say they want Christianity to be the one
I'm
true
not.
law in America. That doesn't mean I think Christians as a whole want to overthrow the Constitution and U.S. law. You can't use individual experience to try and prove a wider point about an entire group.
You know what you can't prove? That your penis reaches up into your fucking idiot ass fucking brain, you stupid fuck. Goodbye.
What was that sentence? I mean,
Was he
I
calling
mean,
my dick long?
I
What was that? What was that?
okay, Scratch. Yes or no? Can you prove that your schlong is long enough to hit your own face like that? I think that's what he was
What
asking.
kind of insult is that? What?
I I I don't know.
Like
I'm going
what?
insane.
Can you
I'm going.
prove? You know
I'm
you
going
get the.
insane. Again, you out of here. Also, boring ass prompt.
I'm gonna change the prompts, okay? Holy
Yeah,
shit!
make a good prompt. Like annoying is so handsome. Debate me.
Annoying.
Like
Be quiet.
that's what we need.
Shut your bitch ass up. Shut your French ass up.
What's up?
So, which of the prompts you disagree with?
So, the first one I really wanted to touch on.
Yeah.
So when you say destroy, do you mean like completely annihilate, like radicalize, like completely change? Is that what you mean by destroying the
You don't need to
U.S.?
take that strong position. You can just say that they're gonna come into the
Well,
country and start like not gonna assimilate or and change the
I
culture
think
to something that's worse than it was before.
okay. Well, I think it could be harmful to a degree. Now, maybe it's not Islam, but maybe it is. But if we see what's going on with Minnesota, so basically, I wanted to touch on because I heard you talking to the one guy before. I wanted to touch on the culture thing. So I don't know about if you know that in Somalia, 85% of the Somalians agree with Sharia law. And not only that, we're a Western country. With that being said, we follow Western laws and Western ideologies. And it's not necessarily, I would say, Islam, but just the cultures and the countries they are coming from and the
Why should I care
ideologies they
about
are
that?
coming from. And another thing I wanted to just raise real quick, in Somalia, they were going to raise the age of consent to 18 for marriage, but it got so bad and fights broke out that they kept it at 9.
Okay, so like,
So I feel like that could be very harmful
okay.
to American and Western standards.
So the question is, why should I care about what the culture in Somalia is if these people are assimilating?
Why should you care?
Yeah, because your entire thing presupposes that these people come here and they don't assimilate to American culture. So can you prove that?
Yeah, so if we see what's going on in Minnesota, I have nothing wrong with having things in like 2 languages or something being bilingual. But if we look at some of the signs at the parks, we have things that are written in Arabic and nothing interpreted in English, which I think is kind of weird in an American country. And plus, I don't know if you've seen what's been going on with a lot of the fraud that's been going on. I think that's also very devastating to our country, especially because it's coming out of taxpayers' money.
So are you trying to say that when when a group of like 8 Somalians do some kind of fraud scheme, that means all of Somalians aren't assimilating? I feel I don't I feel, I don't
Not
really I don't
necessarily.
think that's not a really good argument. Like
Yeah,
obviously,
not necessarily. But what I
just because a group of people who belong to a certain like ethnic or like cultural group do something, we wouldn't then say apply that to like all people. I wouldn't say just because Jeffrey Dahmer
oh,
thinks that therefore white people are like serial murderers.
I get what you're saying, but I could also agree to disagree. Like we understand how certain cultures are and how certain people in certain cultures grow up with certain ideologies, and that's just not fit for the Western ideology. And a lot of people say like, "Oh, this isn't a
Can you
Christian
address my argument?
country." But if we think about it, why does every single hotel have a Bible, and why does every single hotel not have a Quran or anything else?
Oh, hotels have Books of Mormon too, but just real quick, can you actually can you actually like address the point I just made? You just said to agree to disagree and then address it.
Wait, say that one more time.
You brought up the fraud, right? To say like,
Yeah.
okay, this is cultural indication. I said using individual instances of somebody belonging to a group committing a crime doesn't prove that that group is like more presupposed to doing that. And then instead of addressing any of that, you should just agree to disagree. So are you conceding that point?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. To go to the sign things, can you like provide evidence of that?
So basically, like I said, I'm all for having signs, being bilingual.
No, I need
like
evidence that this is happening. That there's like.
Okay. You want like a source? I mean, I could try to put a link into the comment, but it's gonna be hard. I mean, they may not fit, but I could try to see what's
Okay,
up.
should I just say I was in Minnesota? And I'm being really nice.
Yeah. I believe this is Minnesota. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they're
yeah.
in what language?
I believe Arabic, if I'm not wrong.
Well, signs in Minnesota are permanent English or instances of translated information in Arabic and specific context, but generally public language signs. I'm not seeing anything.
Someone says Somali is written in Latin alphabet usually.
I'm not seeing.
Yeah.
I
mean, I saw news reports. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I read
news reports, but like,
yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure there's articles and stuff that I could find.
I looked it up, so I haven't found any articles. So can you find me an article that happening?
Yeah, I can see what's up real quick.
Understand this isn't gonna prove your argument, even if it's true. Audio Dave. What's it come up?
Hey, are you guys really just arguing about signs being in a different language in a bilingual nation?
No, I'm gonna kick you down, and you can come up later. I don't just like you, Dave. Just you can come up afterwards because I'm trying to get recordings. I need to upload content. You're arguing. You arguing with this child. Okay, I'm a child, but yet you can't even like make a coherent sentence. You're arguing with this child. Holy shit! Hey, you no, you did. You did. You are arguing with this child. Like this is the grammar. The grammar around here sucks. Okay, YouTube chat.
So I did find something on Fox News, but it's Fox News, so I don't know how credible
What did
this
Fox
is.
News say? What's the article say?
I'm about to tell you. Hold on.
Is that from the YouTube comment section? Yes, it is from the YouTube comment section.
So I'm gonna drop down just so I could gather more information, but I'm gonna
Okay.
let you know the town that this is supposedly happening in
Dearborn,
Minnesota.
Michigan.
No, not Dearborn.
Where?
It's called Little Mogadishu, something like that. It has the largest growing population of Somalian Muslims in the country.
Largest growing population?
Yeah.
I can't find anything about this.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna try to come back with more. I'm gonna let you have somebody else try to come back.
Okay.
Somebody's probably got something all together.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Find your evidence. Go ahead. Lil Mocky. Okay. Well, he actually linked in the comments, so I'm not against helping people do research. Yeah. Cedar Riverside neighborhood. It's a neighborhood in Minneapolis. Okay. Minneapolis. Here. Signs. Oop. Literally nothing. There's a street called Somali Street. That's it. Inside Minneapolis Somali invasion. Oh my fucking god. These YouTube videos always piss me off. There's one sign that says Somali Street? Okay, whatever. If you're gonna go up here, hopefully you can have a little bit more evidence for the next person who comes up here to prove your point. So, and this is my problem. This is my problem with like all these arguments. This is what people do. They come up, they're like, "Oh, people from this country believe in that. This country had this certain laws. They seem to believe in this, and that's bad." It's like, okay, well that implies we're not assimilating when you come over here. And then you ask them, okay, what's the evidence you're not assimilating? There's it, Eddie. That's my big problem. That's my problem. The fraud. I don't care about the fraud. Fraud is such a weak argument. I think I just might change the prompts. There's better shit to be talking about. What's on the news, y'all? Trump administration pauses wind projects off New York. Seamus corresponding. Trump Epstein allegation victims accused DOJ of legal over state of files. Appointment of Trump Greenland envoy draws Response: U.S. pursuit of oil tanker. Vice Venezuela blockade. There really just isn't much right now, is there? Okay. I'm gonna change the prompt. Let me see. I need to be better with my downloads. I'm legit. Like, holy shit, if I'm not gonna get better at my downloads, like, this shit's gonna... Please don't tell me I, like, deleted my prompt. That would be really frustrating. Here we go. Okie dokie. Is YouTube chat gonna say anything smart? Is this the Muslim gay kid? I'm not Muslim. Why do people think I'm Muslim? Is it moral to abort only black babies? Well, abortion up to 20 weeks is moral, so the race doesn't matter. So I guess if if for some reason people were aborting only black babies up to 20 weeks, I guess that would be fine. It's not immoral. It's not a morally good action necessarily either. It's morally neutral. Not true. He's the best president the United States has ever had. Come up and prove it then, bro. Come up and prove it. Is immoral by what standard? I never said it was immoral. I said it was morally neutral. Like what? Like does YouTube seriously? Like YouTube comments? Do you actually listen to anything I'm saying? Like do you guys just spur down in chat constantly? Like holy shit, actually pissed me off. Sounds like Peabody. What do you want me to do about it? Okay. A lot of people think Peabody's a handsome man. Okay, for your information.
Hey,
Real, what's up?
how's going?
Huh?
How's going?
Good. Do you disagree with any of the prompts?
Do I disagree about the Trump?
Of any of the prompts?
Like I think I'm in the middle, but I don't see the Trump as an evil person.
Is an evil person. Do you think somebody who calls for the unaliving of his political opponents is an evil person?
Like I don't know when he said, and like I never seen this. Like you are the only person. Can you prove me that when he said and why he said?
Yeah. So Donald Trump. So basically 6 Democratic lawmakers from Congress made a video which stated that military members don't have to follow or shouldn't follow illegal orders. Donald Trump came out on Truth Social and said that the words and their actions were highly seditious. Seditious behavior. He then said that sedition is punishable by death, and he reposted somebody also replying to the Washington Examiner saying, "Hang them." George Washington would have. I think like he was pretty explicit. And the person left. Great, isn't that wonderful? Holy shit! Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Whoop. like trans who wanted Charlie Kirk dead. What? What? Wait, why trans? Why specify that? What? So legal death penalty? Your brain does. Are you okay? Wait, no, I'm not reading into that because I know you're too dumb to actually be saying anything. Your brain does look at abortion like it's taking life. Woman, OBGYN. Be depressed as fuck. Fuck Donald Trump though. Kirk is a Pez dispenser now. No one cares about Pez What are you say? What are any of you saying? Obviously, you hate God, so you have no moral standard. Holy shit! Me saying something's a morally neutral action doesn't mean that the standard I'm using to valid. Wait, it doesn't mean I don't have some kind of underlying moral standard. I'm a real utilitarian. Like, how do none of you understand what I'm saying? So brain dead. My God. Chat actually, YouTube chat needs to go jump off a fucking bridge. Okay. Wizard, what's up? Wizard.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. What should the prompts you disagree with?
There?
Yes, up. What should the prompts you disagree with?
You're fucking doubling on your mic there, man.
I'm doubling.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it's a TikTok thing. Okay. It should be gone now.
Okay.
Is it gone?
Yeah, no, I disagree with both.
Okay. I think you were disagreeing with the first one.
Sure.
So, yeah. What about what I said previously is wrong?
Well, first of all, what is an illegal order?
What does that have to do with anything I said?
Because the 6 people that you mentioned are telling people, specifically military, not to follow illegal orders. Why would they be doing that?
Okay. Okay. You understand that you're pivoting right now, right?
I'm not pivoting.
Okay, so it's a conversation about if what the 6 people said was illegal, or is a conversation over if Donald Trump was calling for their unaliving?
Well, it's an op, which you clearly don't have the intelligence.
Can you answer that question?
What?
Okay,
is what they said illegal?
It's a conversation over if what they said was illegal or seditious, or is a conversation over whether Donald Trump was calling for their unaliving?
It is more complicated than that, but you want to see
what is the conversation about? Which one of those topics?
The conversation's about whether or not they committed sedition.
What does the prompt say?
You said that Donald Trump wants to unalive Democrats.
So am I talking about if Donald Trump was calling for the unaliving of Democrats, or am I talking about if what those Democrats said was seditious or not?
Well, you're conveniently using the argument for your own advantage. I mean, you're framing the narrative.
No, I'm not. I just made. I put up a prompt, right? Because I believe in that prompt, and I want.
How is he calling for the unaliving of Democrats?
Okay, thank you for engaging the prompt. Right? See how it took me 3 minutes for us to actually get there. Maybe
right,
read,
and I heard what you said
come
to the
up.
other
Okay,
guy. You're gonna say
so
the same thing.
okay, so give me a sec. Okay, so give me a sec, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the argument, right? Donald Trump believes that these 6 Democrats is sedition. Number 1, Donald Trump believes his punishment for sedition should be death, right? Number 2, and then so the conclusion is that Donald Trump believes that these 6 Democrats should be executed or put to death.
Right. Donald Trump is wrong about sedition being death. It's 20 years. Treason is death. But yet he's not wrong.
So are we talking about what the actual law is, or are we talking about what Donald Trump believes should happen?
Well, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about what Donald Trump believes should happen. That's what he says he wants to.
What he believes in the law are 2 different things.
Yeah, of course, yes. We're talking about if Donald Trump wants to unalive Democrats, not if the law allows him to do it.
Right.
Okay, right? So the argument I just gave was Donald Trump believes that these 6 Democrats is sedition. Donald Trump believes that punishment for sedition should be death. And so conclusion is that Donald Trump wants these 6 Democrats to be unalive. Do you disagree with any of that?
No, I don't disagree.
Okay, so you do agree that Donald Trump wants to unalive his political opponents. I think that's disgusting. Can you condemn those actions?
I don't think it's disgusting at all.
Can you condemn those actions?
I won't condemn them.
So I want to be clear. Why won't I think you're evil, by the way. So why won't you condemn
I
Donald
think
Trump?
that you're not
Yeah,
letting
why?
me
Wait,
say
wait,
my
wait, wait, wait,
side.
wait. Why won't you
And like
condemn?
you're framing
Why?
this
No,
to
no. Why won't
conveniently
you
say what you
condemn
want
Donald
to say.
Trump calling for the unaliving and death of his political opponents?
Because if they committed conspiracy and sedition, they deserve to be in prison.
Wait, do they deserve to die?
If they committed treason, sure.
Did Donald Trump accuse them of committing treason?
He said it's sedition or treason.
He, what is?
Is he
No, he
the
did
judicial
not. Wait,
branch
he
man?
never said it was treason. What are you talking about?
Oh, he never called treason?
Yeah, he only said it was seditious acts. What are you talking about?
Then they belong in jail for 20 years, man.
Okay, so you
What do you
then
want
with
me to
that.
say?
So
You
okay,
want me to
so
condemn
wait.
these
So
people?
wait, so you okay? So you
Are you
condemn Donald
crazy,
Trump
man?
calling for their death, then, correct?
No, I do not.
But you
I
okay?
think
You're
if they
okay. I
if
want to be
they're
clear. You're saying that the legal standard
Are you
is
gonna
that
let
they
me speak,
no,
man?
no. You're saying that
No,
the
you're not. Okay.
You're saying that the legal standard is that they should be in prison for 20 years, right? Not that they should be killed. Yet Donald Trump is calling for them to be killed. So you disagree with the President Trump belief there. So why won't you condemn him for calling for the death of his political opponents?
Because it's not treason. He called treason. Treason is death.
Okay. Do we need to read out the tweets?
There's multitude of them. Make sure
Yes,
you
there's
read
three.
both. Okay. I'm aware of what they are. But again, like you're not even acknowledging my side of the argument. You just want to frame this to your convenience.
Here. It's called seditious behavior at the highest level. Each one of these traitors to our country should be arrested and put on trial. Members cannot be allowed to stand. We don't have a country anymore. It must an example must be set. President Donald Trump.
That's the first one.
And
Keep
then
going.
the second one is seditious behavior punishable by death. And then the third
Keep
one is
going.
Donald Trump reposting somebody saying hang them. George Washington would have.
Right. So do you
Nowhere
think
in there he
that-
ever said treason. So where did you get that from?
Dude, treason is punishable by death, man.
He
Do you
never said
understand the
treason.
difference?
You said he said treason. He never did that. You just made
What
that
are
up.
you arguing here?
You
dude?
just made that up. I'm arguing.
What are you
right?
arguing?
Okay, my argument is that you're saying that, hey, the punishment for sedition, right, or seditious conspiracy, is 20 years in prison, correct? Right, correct?
Yes.
But Donald Trump was calling for them to be unalive.
Right.
You disagree with
He's
that. You only
incorrect
think
on
he should
the
be
chart.
put in prison for 20 years. So why is it so hard for you to condemn Donald Trump calling for their death?
Because if it's done in the sense to benefit another country, that's treason and punishable by death. You're not even acknowledging what they're doing, first of all. You
Oh
just
wait,
fucking
okay. So
think
you're.
that
I just want
saying
to clear.
this
So
for no
you're
reason.
changing the. Okay, thank you for changing your argument. I think it feels disgusting.
I'm not,
So
but
wait.
sure.
What's okay? So what's your evidence that these senators or these 6 Democratic senators or lawmakers did this to benefit another country?
What's your evidence that they're not?
You need to prove that they are.
Okay.
Wait. I just want to clear. Do you think in court?
Oh my
right?
God, will you let me fucking say
No.
something?
Do you think?
dude?
Wait. No. Do you think in court? like,
Jesus Christ.
do you think? Wait. Do you think in court that it's the plaintiffs or it's the defendant's position to prove that they're
I'm
not guilty
aware.
of something?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yes,
So
I'm
that was
aware.
a dumb fucking question you just asked
Okay.
me.
Oh, it was a dumb fucking question. Are you going to let me fucking speak or are you going to make
Go
me
ahead,
crash
man.
out?
Go ahead.
Great. Good. Now, why the fuck would they make that video, my friend?
Because they believe that there's certain there's certain constitutional violations happening and concerns over the deployment of like the National Guard and if it violates posse comitatus and also involving the Venezuelan boats. So they thought it was an important time to remind service members that they don't need to follow all illegal orders.
So they're saying that Donald Trump's orders are illegal and they're telling the military not to follow them.
No, they're not saying they are illegal. They never said that. They said that
Oh, but
there's concerns around
Well,
the legality of the orders.
okay. What does that mean?
That the
What
orders
does that mean?
potentially
If they're
could be
concerned
illegal.
about the legality.
They could potentially be illegal.
Right. So they're telling military not to follow potentially illegal orders, correct?
No.
Oh,
They're-
okay. Okay.
No,
Make
they're
that make
telling
sense,
no,
man.
they're telling no. It's like okay.
Make that make sense.
Huh? No, it's like if
Make
there's
that make sense.
it's like if there's an increase in it's like if there's an increase in murders around the U.S. or let's say there's an increase in attempted murders, and then somebody comes out and says, "Okay, guys, be careful when you're like walking outside at night. You don't want to get murdered." It's not saying there are murders happening, right?
How is that analogy even remotely the same thing? When you admitted that they're admitting that they're illegal orders when they're not following.
I
the
never said
Constitution,
that.
right? Oh, you never said that. So
No.
they made that video just for no reason at all.
I didn't say there's no reason at all. I said there's concerns over the legality of the orders.
Concerns over the legality. So the potentiality of the orders that these people are being given are in fact illegal. That's why they made the video.
Yeah, because it could potentially be illegal.
Right. Could potentially be illegal, right?
Yes, not that they are illegal,
Right.
and they're saying,
And
okay,
then,
just
and then
watch
the
out for
media,
actually legal orders in the future. What's wrong with saying
and then
that?
the media every single night is telling us that everything he's doing is illegal.
Are they
Right?
the media?
Do you agree with that?
No, that's not true. That's no. The
That's not
media,
true at all. So the media is not saying that anything he's doing is illegal.
the media is saying things that he's doing illegal. They're not saying every night that everything he's doing is illegal, though.
Right. So now these lawmakers, these 6 very particular lawmakers, come out and they make a video potentially that these could be illegal, and then the media apparatus says what he's doing is illegal. What is that going to do?
You understand if you're trying to
That's
convict
undermining
somebody.
the
I just want to
military.
be clear.
Man,
If you're
and
trying
you
to
don't understand it
you,
because
wait,
you're a
do you
one-dimensional
understand? Do you
thinker.
understand how courts work? Right? Do you?
Do
like,
you?
Yes. Yes. If you're
Right.
trying to convict
So
somebody, if you're trying to convict
why
somebody,
would they make a
can I
video
finish?
about
If
potential
you're trying,
illegal orders?
because there's concern over the legality of orders, like
Why
in
is
Los
there
An-
concern?
like because like in Los Angeles, where the district court ruled that the deployment of the National Guard to L.A. When some of the actions they were doing was a violation of posse comitatus, and then it was overruled
It's
by the
not.
high. That's what the district court said, and it was overruled by
It's
the higher
not.
court.
It doesn't matter what the district
Can I
court said.
finish?
They
Can I
were
finish?
fucking appealed
Can
and
I finish?
overruled.
Can I finish? Yes,
You
I
don't
know
even
they
know
are.
what
I know they're
post-mortem
appealed and overruled. I was about to say that. Can I finish?
Right.
Appealed and overruled. Obviously, because of that happening, there are concerns over the potential legality. It's not like they're doing this off of nothing. There's actual court cases where there haven't come to determination, and of course they have been overruled, right? And
Why
that's
the fuck
being
do
appealed.
senators have any right to say what the fuck the executive branch
Because
is
they
doing
have
in
the
terms of
because they have the First Amendment and freedom of speech.
Oh, okay. So I could just fucking come out and be like, don't listen to Scratch. What he's saying is potentially illegal.
Yes.
Right. And you're in control of the US military, and I'm telling your troops that.
Yeah.
Do you understand what a coup is, man?
Yeah, I understand what a coup is.
And
coup,
are you pretending like as if these
coup
lawmakers are doing this in good faith?
Yeah, they are doing good faith.
Oh, they're doing it in good faith.
A coup
Okay, so you're an
involves-
idiot. So you're an idiot. That's
No,
literally.
I want to. Do you think that
Yeah,
if
you're
you're
not
trying,
smart.
if
You're
you're
a
trying,
one-dimensional
to
thinker.
can I finish? If you're trying to convict somebody on treason, and you said, "Oh, I don't have any evidence that they were coordinating with the media, but the media was going in their favor," do you think that's enough evidence to prove that they were doing that?
Don't you think you need a lawsuit to get discovery?
I'm
to
asking you.
find the
Can you
evidence?
answer that question?
Of course we, dude. My that's not my point. The point
That
is, why
is,
would they say
you're
it in the first
accusing them of doing an illegal action called treason. So obviously
place? They're accusing Donald Trump of doing illegal orders.
They never said that.
Bro, then why make the fucking video?
Because there's concern over
To plant the
legality
seed.
of
To
there's-
plant the seed.
no, because there's. Can you prove that?
I'm sure if I had discovery, it would be proven.
Yeah. Okay. So
Wouldn't
yeah, you don't have any evidence of that. Like, so why are you up here? You literally just said if I had
Dude,
discovery.
Are
which
you
means
seriously?
No, no,
fucking-
no,
your
no,
whole
no, no,
argument
no,
is
no,
framed
no.
behind bullshit.
No, that's not true. My
Your
argument
whole
isn't
fucking
framed.
argument is framed
My
behind bullshit.
argument isn't
Okay, so
framed.
Trump
Wait, I
hates
just
the
want to wait.
Constitution. How do you know Trump hates the Constitution?
Wait,
You wanna
okay,
move
you're
on to number
pivoting. You're
two?
pivoting. You're pivoting. Okay, I
I'm
don't want
pivoting because you're a
your
fucking
ankles are
idiot. You
hurting
can't
real
fucking
bad
prove
right now.
this.
Your ankles are hurting real bad right now. Okay.
No, my ankles are not hurting.
Yes,
It's
'cause
just
you're
that you
pivoting to
can't-
the second
I can't
prompt.
win an argument. I can't win an argument when there's no fucking lawsuit.
You can't. You
jackass.
can't. So you don't have the evidence to prove your claim.
Dude, the evidence is lawmakers coming out and saying that they're illegal orders.
And
Don't follow illegal
that's
orders.
not enough. You
military.
literally said that you need discovery.
And then the whole
to try and
fucking-
prove it.
And then hold on, with the convenience of the double tap comes after they made this video. You fucking jagaloon. You don't even see what the fuck is happening in front of your face.
So wait, they recorded the military to do that? They're like over
No,
the
you're not fucking. You're
What
not
is
paying
this
attention.
argument?
You're not paying attention.
So
asshole.
sorry, when
You're
you
not
say
paying attention.
I want to be clear. Sorry, when you say that, I would need discovery to prove that.
If
When
you
you're
need to be
can I
clear, why
finish?
don't you let me fucking
Can I
clarify
finish?
so you can understand?
When you said no,
what
I
I'm
want to go back to discovery thing.
Don't
So when
clear.
you,
Don't
so-
summarize what the fuck I'm saying.
Okay,
let me
stop
say.
crashing out. So when you say I need discovery to prove that, what you're essentially saying is I don't have enough evidence right now. But if I could get into discovery and uncover documents, I would find the evidence I need to convict them. Correct?
What came first, the illegal orders video?
Can you
or the
answer that
double
question?
tap on the boat?
Can you answer that question?
I'm not answering it. It's a stupid question.
Okay, so I'm going to drop
What,
you. if
what
you don't
came
answer.
first?
That's dodge number
What
one.
came first?
That's dodge number two.
What came first?
That's dodge number three. Okay, got it.
What came first?
Can you answer my question?
Dude, there's no lawsuit. There's nothing to prove. That answers your question.
Okay. So when you say you would need discovery to prove your claims, what you're saying is you don't have enough
Right. That there's
evidence.
conspiracy, you would need fucking a lawsuit. man.
Okay, so what you're saying, okay, right? When you say you need discovery, which means you need to like uncover more evidence to prove your claims, what you're
No,
saying is
that's
you
a
don't have,
lawsuit.
you
That's a
say you
lawsuit.
currently don't have enough evidence to say that these people did, right? Committed treason, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so
And
why?
first of all, it wouldn't be
Okay,
treason,
so
it
if
would
you're
be
admitting,
sedition.
because you just admitted, so if you're
It
admitting
would
right
be
now that you don't
sedition,
have
not
enough
treason.
evidence to
First,
prove that they did treason,
it would be
then why did you
sedition,
say
not
then?
treason.
Okay, then why did you
Again.
say that they committed sedition?
Because if you fucking connect the dots and you look at the timeline, what these people are saying is a soft coup against Donald Trump, and then the double tap on the fucking boat scandal, that fake
Okay.
scandal, came after they made
Wizard,
this video.
let me
you
ask you.
realize that?
Wizard, let me ask you a question.
And they're calling it an illegal order.
Wizard, if I said that you committed schmurder, right, right, and then somebody asked me, okay, and I also said I don't have enough evidence to say that you committed schmurder. Can I? Does that mean like I can prove my claim that you committed schmurder?
Why do you keep going back to this? I
I'm
already
asking
conceded.
you. If I said, look, if I said that you committed schmurder,
Why are you going
and then
back
I've also
to that?
said, and I also said, and I
conceded.
also, if I said, wait,
What the fuck? Are you slow?
huh? Because I want you to understand what I
already
want you to
conceded.
understand what you're saying. You
I
have
want
a
you
belief,
to understand what is happening
Wizard.
right now.
You currently
and
have a
don't.
belief without evidence, and you admitted it in this conversation.
Dude, do you have capable?
You
critical
have a
thinking at
belief.
all?
You literally said, "I don't have evidence to prove
So
my
you
claim."
only okay. There's evidence.
This is
right here.
hilarious. So
It's
wait, I just want to
BuzzFeed.
be clear because you're an evil, disgusting person. Not only aren't you
Right,
going to
yeah.
condemn Donald
And
Trump,
you're a one-dimensional thing.
you're not only are you not going to condemn Donald Trump for calling for the unaliving of political opponents, you then try to justify it by saying that these political opponents had done something illegal, but then you also made it in this exact same conversation that you don't have enough evidence to actually prove they did it in an illegal order.
You're pivoting.
This is insane.
pivoting.
You literally,
pivoting.
dude. You have
Okay,
TDS. You
you
have
ready?
severe
I'll-
TDS.
I'll-
You
I'll
have severe
absolutely
TDS.
destroy
Okay,
you
you are
in 1 second.
deranged
You
about
ready?
Trump. You're slobbering
Is
on
the
his dick
double tap-
constantly.
Okay, great, good. Is the double tap an illegal order?
I
yes or
can't.
no?
I literally. I can't. I can't.
Yeah, you can't answer
No,
that
no,
because
you're
it would
pivoting
destroy your
again.
entire argument.
You're pivoting.
I'm
again.
not. Is the double tap an illegal order? Is the double tap an illegal order?
If you like, dude, you're gonna break your ankles at some point. Okay.
Yes or
Calm
no?
down.
Is
Slow
the
down.
is the double tap an illegal order? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Goddamn right you don't know, and it's not. You know how I know that it's not?
Why?
Do you know what a Navy JAG is?
It's a Navy JAG.
A Navy JAG is a lawyer, it's an attorney, it's a judge that is part of the Navy.
Okay.
Okay, there's a multitude of them inside of that room, the situation room, when they make the strike, and they said that it was legal. So explain to me how it's an illegal strike when a Navy JAG authorizes the second strike.
Did I ever make the claim that it was legal?
Yes. Yeah.
When?
And if and Bradley
Did
testified
you
on
not
Capitol
ask?
Hill.
Did you not ask? I just want to be clear. Did you not ask me 2 seconds ago if I thought it was illegal, and I said I don't know?
Right.
Okay, so did I ever make the
So
claim that it
again,
was illegal?
The media did.
Okay, but you asked me.
Everybody's saying
you
it's
asked.
illegal.
You asked me why is it illegal? I never
No,
made that
don't
claim.
follow illegal orders. Don't follow illegal orders. Don't follow
Okay.
illegal orders. That's illegal. No, it's not. Again, but yet you guys are fucking
You're still
stirring.
concerned over-
The Democrat Party in particular is guilty of stirring up these false
Do you think
narratives.
just because I just
claiming
want
that
to
the shit-
tell you. Okay, so your argument's an appeal. You're making an appeal to authority. Do you think just because Jeffrey Dahmer's lawyer said that like he was innocent, does that mean that he didn't commit any of his crimes?
That's a fucking disingenuous
Can
argument.
you answer
know
that
it.
question?
I'm not answering a stupid
Okay,
fucking
so just because a
question, man.
lawyer says something doesn't mean make it that thing illegal. Doesn't make that thing legal or illegal. That's just the lawyer's interpretation.
Oh, really? Oh, the lawyer's into
Yes.
a JAG, a Navy JAG.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure, then the JAG authorized an illegal
Okay,
strike.
I just want to
right?
clear your
That's what
argument
you're
is an
saying?
appeal to your argument's an
That's
appeal
what
to
you're
authority.
saying?
It's a bad argument. Yes, it's a bad
That's,
argument.
your fucking your argument is what? Appeal to what?
I'm not making an argument.
Appeal
I'm
to
just saying
what?
your argument's stupid. Just because
No,
somebody.
no. Both of your fucking arguments up here are appeal to what?
I'm
your
not,
feelings?
What? No, appealing to fact.
Appealing fact. So Donald Trump hates the Constitution's a fact?
Yeah, but that's a pivot.
Oh, really? Is it?
Yeah. Yes.
How's it a fact?
Absolutely. I think.
Oh,
One to prove
is it?
somebody's. Yes. So I think if somebody was to hate the Constitution, there'd be a couple actions that they would demonstrate. I think one, they would
Oh.
violate the Constitution.
Sounds like your opinion.
Can I finish? I'm not doing. It's not my opinion. Violate the Constitution.
But I mean, it just sounds like an
Can I
opinion.
finish? Violate the Constitution, which we have seen in court cases like Harvard or President Fellows v. HSS and Harvard President Fellows v. United States State Department, right? And Abrego Garcia,
Abrego Garcia?
Vino.
How's that in a breach of Constitution?
Yeah, they violated his due process rights.
Oh yeah, how'd they do that? Explain to me. What was broken? I bet you don't even know.
Absolutely, he had a order. He had a withholding order from removal to El Salvador, and they deported him to El Salvador.
That's not what happened at all. Actually,
Wait.
what did he have prior to that?
What did he have prior to that?
See, and this is why I'm saying Democrats.
What did he have prior to that? He had he was deportable. If you're asking, he was made deportable.
He had a removal order. Yes. Yes, okay. He had a removal order. So what due process was broken sending him to El Salvador?
Okay, you understand that. What do you think a withholding from removal order to a certain country is? What do you think it is?
Tell me what they broke.
Yes, so Garcia had a withholding from removal order to El Salvador, which means that they could deport him anywhere except El Salvador, and they deported him to El Salvador, which broke his withholding from removal order to El Salvador.
Right, and who controls that? What does that process generally look like? When they deport somebody, who controls that?
Who controls that? But
yeah,
Christine
what's usually done?
You're
talking about due process.
They're gonna detain somebody. That person's gonna.
What's the due process?
Okay, for due process under the AAA is that you're gonna get detained. You're gonna have a chance to file your habeas petition in whichever jurisdiction you're in, and then you're gonna get a notice to deportation.
Yeah, it was an administrative error, first of all, okay. And it's done by USCIS. Okay,
That's
and what they do when
due process.
Right, and when it's not a violation.
Okay, just real quick.
It's an administrative error. They gave him due process.
What is due process?
Due process is a set of processes like law, right? Like immigration law processes to get something done. So, for example,
the process that you're due under the law, correct? Right.
And,
so the process that you are due
different.
under the law
ours is different.
So
if
the process. So okay, yes, which is why I literally said the process. For
okay. Now, what is the process for USCIS?
Can I finish? Okay. So if you're due process, right?
So you're going to explain to me.
So so the process that Abrego Garcia was due under the law was a withholding for removal order to El Salvador, and that process was broken when he was deported to El Salvador. So therefore, his due process was violated because under the law, he was not deportable to El Salvador. Correct?
How often does that happen? That's
correct. A violation of due process.
It's an administrative error in due process.
Yeah, an administrative violation. Administrative error can be a violation of due process. Correct?
That's not true. No. Violation is when they don't receive.
Wait. So if an administrative. If like administrative error when deporting somebody is not giving them a notice to deportation and they are under the law owed an order to under the law.
Yes, that in fact would be a due process violation.
Okay, so an administrative error. So I don't know why you keep saying administrative error because that doesn't make it mutually exclusive with being a due process violation. So that's not an argument.
USCIS.
You literally just agreed that if somebody
you just agreed.
You
notice that a notice for deportation is different from USCIS. Do you understand that?
Of course, but your argument is.
Then I'm not agreeing with you. Then of course, if you're saying of course, then they're not the same thing.
No, receiving your argument is
as USCIS.
Your argument is that when something is an administrative error, it makes it not a violation of due process. Correct? That was your argument.
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
That was literally your argument.
My argument is that USCIS and the process that's followed from USCIS is not the same thing as not receiving notice. Do you understand that?
Obviously,
so USCIS administrative error sending him to El Salvador and not to fucking Guam or some other fucking place is an administrative error. He still received his due process. Do you understand that?
What's the due process? He was owed under the law, not being deported to El Salvador.
That's not due process, my guy.
That is due process. Your processing was not being deported to El Salvador. Yes.
Do you have any idea how often that happens?
That is quite literally your process that you're due under the law. What are you talking about?
He received his due process, man. He
sent
him to the
under the law.
country.
Was he deported? Under the law? Was he deportable to El Salvador?
He had a. What are you talking about,
Under the
man?
law, was he
Under the
deported?
law, he had a federal withholding.
Okay, so he
That
under
wasn't
the
supposed
under
to send him to El Salvador.
yes, right. So the
That
process
doesn't
that he
mean-
was
that
doing under
doesn't
law was
mean his
not
due
being
process
deported
was
to El
received, you
Salvador. You're
fucking
correct.
jackass.
I'm glad you acknowledged that. So
You're a fucking moron, dude.
I
Do you
can't
realize
believe you
that
can't
it's
realize
not, that's
this.
not
You
receiving
just
out to
admitted
us?
it. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Low
god,
tiers.
you're fucking you're so duplicitous,
Holy
bro.
shit. It's such a low tier argument. Okay. What's up, Reno?
That was pretty painful. Good job.
How much of that did you listen to?
The last like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was
I
a
watched
great
some of the
conversation.
beginning. No, it was really bad.
Huh? No, I'm saying
Okay,
content wise, that was good.
It was bad content.
Okay.
Like, you know the
Also,
thing you
let's
went
not-
about
let's
when you
stop
go
pretending
on...
like you don't care about content, buddy. You know you're not going to upload that.
No, I did. I
But-
am. I'm
Don't.
Huh?
Okay, Scratch, you know the thing you went about when you go on mega panels and they just mute you, they want you to go down a script? That's what you did that debate. Like, since the start, like, the guy started screaming, like, can I say a single word in your script? No! Like, it's bad optics.
What? Okay, let's disagree.
You are doing a script... You know the thing that Parker does with the script bro, with the EJ Carroll stuff? You kind of did at the beginning when he wanted to talk about the Seditious Six and what they've done, and you were like, no, talk about this stuff.
Going down, okay, making him engage with the topic of the live is different than being a script bro.
Well, if you brought up the Seditious Six, I mean that's in your prompts, right?
Yeah, it's not just enjoyable to listen. Like,
well, the
thing that you've had way better debates before. It feels like when you go on that debate with
you understand we talked about that later. I just made him engage. I just made him concede the fact that Donald Trump wanted to unalive them, and then we talked.
No, it's the way you act sometimes. That debate with Euro.
What's wrong with that?
Okay, that debate with Euro and Travel, it was fucking perfect, and it seems like when you get mod power, sometimes you try to establish dominance, so it's not a nice back and forth to listen to.
I never even muted him once.
No, it's like you dictate the conversation too much, where it's not enjoyable. It's like you want him to go down a script.
I preferably want him to engage with the prompt, yeah.
Yeah, but it's the way you were acting. It was not directly.
I feel like your criticism is that I didn't engage with Seditious Six stuff, but I did. I just made him concede on the first point and then moved on to that.
Yeah, but it's not enjoyable when he's trying to make a point and you interrupt it. No, engage with this. Like, sometimes you have to let go. It's content-wise.
Okay.
You can't always have a script.
I don't. Yeah, just no. I just disagree. Like, if somebody comes up on my panel and I have a certain prompt up, they're gonna have to concede in the prompt first. I'm happy to talk about things afterwards, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, line of reasoning is not a script. True.
Oh, it's a script. No, it's just not the line of reasoning. It was like, talk about this, not this.
It's a matter of getting somebody on the line of reasoning, right? Like, if what you referred to, and I didn't see the beginning of the conversation, Scratch. So frankly, I don't know if you did this or not. But what Poutine is saying,
so you'll be able to see it.
The problem isn't that you got him onto a line of reasoning and we're very rigid on that line of reasoning. When people bring up that somebody's acting like a script bro, it's how you get them to that line of reasoning. Like, if you're forcing them to one line of reasoning, then it's going to sound more like a script than, if he brings something up and then you stick to that topic hard. There's a different thing.
Also, about the Kilmore Garcia stuff, his due process was not like withholding order. That's not how it works. You should read the Xenos opinion if you're going to bring it up as an argument. No, Garcia was not deported under any act. It was completely lawless, essentially a kidnapping. Page 19, section B of the Xenos opinion for his release of custody said that even the government acknowledged that there was no basis for his deportation. So it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake at all. When they say, oh, it was just an administrative error, it doesn't make sense. They didn't even have a basis to detain him. They didn't mistake the guy for someone else, or they used the wrong law. It was completely lawless from A to B to Z.
Okay, but violation of his withholding order is still a violation of his due process.
Yeah, but he also said he was deportable
so
anyway.
Myron,
That's by the scratch.
Mhm.
He was still undeportable. If they deported him to, for example, Colombia, that would have been illegal. That's why he was released in the first
Well, if
place.
they
The
deported
judge found
if they
no, he
deported
could
him
not
under
be
the if they
deported.
deported him under the INA,
You
Nope.
still need an order for removal. He didn't have an order for removal.
Yeah, that's
what
why he
they
got
saying.
released 2 weeks ago because they
oh
can't
really?
get one.
I thought
Yep.
they had
He had an
a.
order
I
of
thought,
removal
I
to
thought
El
he-
Salvador. He had an order of removal to El Salvador, and then that was voided whenever he got the withholding, right?
Yep.
Couldn't they
Me
just
and Poutine
issue
yelled
an
about
order?
at each other about it. Don't worry.
Couldn't they
We've
just
already gone
issue an
through this.
order to removal?
They
Yeah,
did.
but that's what they try. But under the INA, you can challenge it. So
Okay, so they were mad because regular series due more due process.
yeah, when he was
Okay.
he was detained for 3 days and then deported to El Salvador. During that entire time, there was no valid final deportation order. So it was completely illegal under the INA. And you, by the way, you mentioned the AEA. Garcia was not deported under the AEA, so I don't know why
Really?
you brought that up.
I thought
Yeah,
I thought one of the
oh,
wait,
scratch! Come on. Yeah,
Lock
the
in.
AEA was involved on Venezuelans.
Yeah, Venezuelans only.
I thought that was a weird thing because don't they mention the AA in the Supreme Court?
No.
Nope.
I'm going to say here.
He was detained in CCOT with other AEA detainees, but he himself was not deported under the AEA. The AEA proclamation only applies to Venezuelans as a part of Trinidad if you're 13 years or older and have
14.
no legal status.
14, Union, 14.
Whatever.
Also, I read somewhere, is it still true that JGGV Trump was all detainees under the AEA? Did I read that correctly?
I don't think actually. Now this could be dated. I remember saying or hearing at the hearing on the TRO, the first one, that none of them were detained under the guise of the AEA exclusively. A lot of them were detained for other reasons. But
are you sure? Because I think that's why the UCLA
no, I'm not
filed
sure.
for GGG.
I just know that that's what the government said during the hearing on the TRO, is that they had other reasons to detain them other than the AEA.
Okay, yeah, I read the first pages of the contempt, like when I think it was Bosberg that started the hearing about JGGV Trump, the contempt charge.
Yep.
Or some stuff like that. He was saying, what is the definition of GGG? And the court seems to agree that it's all people detained under the AEA.
So
with AEA as one of the reasons for their detainment.
That's
not exclusively. Not exclusively.
He's only child who knows
AEA,
nothing about politics. Yeah, these guys are. Yes, he had agreed to Puerto Rico, but Trump admin blocked it.
Yep.
Auntie Punchy praying for you to be safe. Don't. What the fuck is that?
You really should read the 31-page opinion by Xenis. Like, it's kind of long, but it's like me and Parker talked about the James Comey stuff being vindictive prosecution. The Alberto Garcia stuff is probably way worse. It's so bad faith. They completely lied in court, and also Garcia asked for months asked to go to Costa Rica. No, is it Costa Rica?
Puerto Rico, I thought. Or no, it was
what?
Wait, no, I'm tripping.
Why will he get deported to these states?
I know. I realized halfway while I was coming out of my mouth how stupid it was.
Yeah, so it's Costa Rica. Costa Rica, I think a few months ago said, send us Abrego Garcia. We will keep him as a refugee, as a free man. And Garcia, while he was being detained, was fine with it. He was fine being deported to Costa Rica. And in court, they brought an ICE official, and the guy lied because the guy was like, oh yeah, Costa Rica told us that they don't want Abrego Garcia anymore. And when pressed by the court, he admitted on the road that that was all false. He never spoke with Costa Rica. He had no idea. A member of the DOJ gave him a script.
Yeah, because they were like, Abrego was like, hey, can I get deported to Costa Rica? And they were like, no, you're going to Uganda. And then the court said, no, you can't send him to Uganda. Then he was like, oh, okay, cool. Now can I go to Costa Rica? And then they tried that with like 3 other African countries. And then at the end, they were like, well, the only place left to really send this guy is Costa Rica. But Costa Rica said that they wouldn't take him anymore. And then they questioned the guy who filed that declaration in the court. And they were like, hey, what reason do you have to believe this? And he was like, I don't know.
I just got the script from the DOJ. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, they said that he had like they ordered them what was it 2-3 days in advance to prepare to be cross-examined, and then
2 days ago, yeah.
Yeah, and then the guy admitted that he only had like 3 minutes of preparation.
Something like that. It's like the James Comey stuff where you just read the court filings and you're like, ain't no fucking way this is real, and it's all real.
I still think the Comey one's worse, but it's also just because of like how high level it is.
I mean, they lied in court, and
fun.
I feel like it's more cruel. Like they try to illegally like punish him. They try to, like, the point of sending him to Africa where he has no ties and he might be deported again to El Salvador by Uganda. Like the point was to send him to Secot again.
I agree. The problem is that Abrego Garcia probably does have grounds for deportability. If you were to do it correctly, and I don't think there's grounds to charge Comey if you were to do it correctly. Like the greatest lawyers, I don't think could charge Comey for what they're trying to charge him for.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the motions by the government to hurt both these men. I think
it's more cruel in Abrego's case, sure. I just think it's worse in Comey's case because there's not even a good way that you could do it. Like it's that DOA.
Yeah, maybe it just feels like more vindictive because they know that Garcia was tortured once and they want to send him back.
Do it again. Yeah,
it's so fucking
evil. The thrill.
Yep. I think that if any deportation was like a blatant violation of the Fifth Amendment, it's definitely Garcia.
Probably. Are you still reading about the Harvard stuff after Idaho blew you out?
Blew me out? Okay.
Renal, stop trying to rage bait. I'm the master rage baiter.
Well, I think I'm gonna try and jolly post myself with that one. But I don't know if there's too much yelling.
That would be silly.
What are you reading right now?
I just see Harvard, so I assume it's that case.
Yeah. This is just the background. What's this one? Also, he was wrong. The summary judge, there was a joint summary judgment for both cases. Oh my gosh, he actually knows nothing. Holy shit.
But why do you debate about this specifically? I feel like AUP
I didn't
more blatant.
True. I didn't want to. I got like got myself debate raped into it by accident. I just brought it up as a contention I had with Mideast because remember I was trying to start shit with Mideast, and then Coach got like triggered when I brought it up, and then it'll come up because he wanted to like try and like I don't know, do what he does best because I mentioned it.
What's on page 4 maxing?
Why are we talking about the joint summary judgment after finals, bro? What? What are you talking about, Max?
Oh my god, Max, my banking goat. Pull up. I want to talk with Max.
I have a backlog of content. I was looking at my phone. I have almost 20 recordings of other lives on my phone.
All right,
and
Max.
then I was looking at my other content.
They're never getting uploaded.
They're never getting uploaded. Nah.
Okay, Max. I don't know if you saw my Discord DMs about these motherfuckers yesterday. Atomic skis.
What skis? Oh my god.
They're so fucking expensive. I'm so proud. I got no money, please.
You had like 60 viewers yesterday, bro.
Yeah, dude, 50 viewers on average for 3 hours. Like,
that's pretty good.
Yep, I guess. Yeah, but the debates were slow. It's